if you're a roofer and you're like, yeah, so, this roof's $30,000, your insurance is going to cover 20 of that, but you still need 10 for what you need here. And people are like, well, I don't have 10, or my AC unit goes out and they're like, it's $7,500 or $9,000 for a new AC unit. It's like, I don't have that. Yeah.
So I was going to ask, I reached out to Brittingham the other day, and I was like, hey, B, I saw that Stewman was also leasing some space in his office. And I was like, we're in this little Regis suite, and we've gone from a one-person company in January to 20-something today and on our way to 50 or 60. And you sent me the address. I was like, man, I live out in Rockwall, so I hate coming downtown.
Yeah, that's a drive.
But I got people in Saginaw and North Dallas. I was like, man, that's like right in the middle. And B was like, hey, talk to him because he's got a finance thing going and there could be synergy there. So obviously we'll have that conversation some other time, but talk about your finance. I don't even know what it is. Brandon told me you have a finance thing.
Yep. So what is it? I've been in finance for right at 20 years now. And, I did mortgages originally. And then about a year ago, I started loaning business owners money. And, business funding capital is expensive right now. I mean, if you got perfect credit with the SBA, you're talking 12 to 15% right now. I mean, that's just the way that it's rolling. And private money's wanting even more than that. And, we do quite a bit of that. People are still in I thought interest rates were 3%. Yeah, that's 2 years ago. Be careful who you vote for, And the reality is I realized one of the biggest pieces missing is a lot of folks don't have financing for their clients. Let's say that you sell a marketing program and you're like, okay, it's $5,000 a month. And you as the business owner, now you're collecting $5,000 a month, not $60,000 for the year up front. Or if you're a roofer and you're like, yeah, so, this roof's $30,000, your insurance is going to cover 20 of that, but you still need 10 for what you need here. And people are like, well, I don't have 10. Or my AC unit goes out and they're like, it's $7,500 or $9,000 for a new AC unit. It's like, I don't have that. And then you go and your credit cards are maxed out, or the bank's surely not going to give you a loan secured by an AC unit, right? So we went out there and put together a group of lenders that will fund people's clients. So, like I said, if you're a coach or a consultant and you've got like your course or program and you're taking payments over a 12-month period of time, we'll pay you up front and then let the client pay over 2-3 years. So their monthly payment is cheaper. It's an easier sell. We'll finance AC units and shit up to 15 years. You know what I mean? So somebody can go get a $10,000, $15,000 loan for their HVAC system in their home. We'll finance it 10 to 15 years for them to where it's $4,900, $5,900 a month. They'll never miss that money because they don't have the cash up front. So, I went and put that together across 60 different industries, which there's only 64 in America. So there's very few that we can't do. And so, that was the big deal that, running a business association, 99% of the people are like, the biggest objection you get is, I don't got the money. I can't afford it. I don't have the money right now. I need XYZ circumstance or deal to happen in order for me to buy from you. It's like, well, shit, if we offered financing to the companies is fine, but if we offered to finance their clients, and the way that we did it was a little bit different than just the client showing up to get financed to join a marketing program or a mastermind or a roof or whatever that thing is. We factor for the company. So we're doing factoring loans for these companies. So if you've got a contract with somebody here in your advertising company, $5,000 a month, 12 months, that's $60,000. We can do a factoring loan against that, pay you maybe $55,000, have them pay, 8 to 12% interest on that annually over the course of 2-3 years. Now their payment's lower. And if you guys, in this example, if you guys do a good job as a marketing company, that $60,000 within 12 months, they're going to be able to pay that cash because you've actually allowed them to scale up and deal with that. So, we went out and set this up. It wasn't easy. It took a lot of convincing, a lot of handshaking, and a lot of explaining how this stuff works. But we've been doing that for about 6 months now. We've probably got 60 or 70 people utilizing us. And it's great for me because it's again, passive income. It is once I get it set up, I've got to sell you into letting me finance your clients.
Right.
You've got to sell the clients into, letting me finance them and all that stuff. But ultimately, here within probably 2 or 3 years, I'll have my book of business, built it up. Now it's passive income because I set you up directly with the lender. So it's not like you're calling me going, hey, I got another guy that needs a loan here. Like I set you up correctly with the lender. I get a little piece for my niece in between, you know what I mean? And it goes into my bank account.
What's the recourse on something like that? Because it's typically, if there's not really, like, especially the mastermind, it's not like you can repo a mastermind.
Yep. So again, it's factoring against the company and based on so if there's too many clawbacks, like let's say that you start a mastermind, for example, and you're promising people $1 million in 90 days and they all charge you back, you're gonna have to pay that money back if they don't hit their determination. So they're looking at that stuff. They're saying, okay, does Tim's company have a bunch of 1-star reviews? Is he on the rip-off report? Are they all over Reddit with 50 different articles talking about how he doesn't fulfill his word? We're not. Yeah, no, yeah, of course. But they would look at that and they would say, okay, even if he's got an 800 credit score, we're not going to finance him into your program because you don't deliver.
Because you're doing a product.
Yeah, so they're
But
looking
like
at
if
both
Steve, if say the company is a reputable, everything they're selling is good, and Steve is like, hey, I want the services, and then Steve is like, hey, I can't pay you back.
then it goes on his credit.
Okay, so it's just a credit thing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.